Internet. Hey, you remember me? I'm Matt Haas. This is the 5-minute Ask Me Anything. Whoops, my television is not on. Let me turn my television on. We'll get that going here. Isn't this interesting? I turn my television on and the light changes behind it. Well, let's not listen to that. Don't want to get demonetized. There we go. All right, now we're ready. So this is the Ask Me Anything session, and someone did jump in here. We had Kevin from Makin Sawdust. Let's see. He says, Subway or Jimmy John's? Well, I've never been to a Jimmy John's. I know. And I don't like Subway, so I'm going to have to say Jimmy John's, even though I've never been there. Subways just went downhill big time. Chevrolet or Ford? If you asked me this 15 years ago, it would be Chevrolet. Now it's Ford. I used to own the Saturn cars. That's Saturn. I thought that was a very well-run company, but Chevy just went downhill, and I like Fords now. Ford was the former CEO of Ford, which wasn't that long ago, was Alan Malawi, and he was a designer for jet fighter aircraft terminals, the dashboards. So he knew user interface design. Like, he knew what sizes the gauge would needed to be based on their import. And he turned the company around, Ford. So I drive a Ford now. Favorite pizza topping? I gotta give it to pepperoni. Come on, who doesn't like pepperoni? I try not to eat a lot of processed meats like pepperoni. OBS or Ecamm? Ecamm, baby. Hi, Studio Geek. Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do daily streams in April at 5:30 Eastern and just answer questions. They could be YouTube questions or not. 2% or skim? 2%. Skim is basically just watered down milk. It's disgusting. The suspense is killing me. The Canon that you are using looks amazing. Thank you. Yes, I got it. And, oh my God, look at this. I got to show this to you. I found the feature that was driving me nuts. I don't know if you remembered, but when I would put my hands up, like the background here would go a little bit darker, and I'd put my hands down and it would go a little bit lighter. This is it. Do you want to see what the problem was? I will show you. This right there. This is one of the settings on the camera. And I tried everything. I tried the f-stop. I tried the oh, hi Bob. Welcome to the channel, Bob Lee's Wood Shop and Other Things. You know I love those long names. I'll get to that question in a moment. So I tried the f-stop. I tried the white balance. I tried the exposure setting. I've tried the aperture. I've tried where it puts the metering, like if you're metering in the center or you're metering over here. I could not get it to stop doing it, and it was this thing, Auto Lighting Optimizer. This feature, it helps because a digital sensor cannot sense the whole range of the human eye. It just can't. Like, the human eye can discern darks and lights and everything in between, but not a digital. This stupid setting is supposed to shift to make the limitation. Like if this is what the eye can see and this is what a digital camera can see, photographers would shift it over here to the light, or they would, the. But what this is supposed to do is it's supposed to kind of open it up a little. And that's what it was doing. It was lighting, and it was making it lighter and making it darker. It's driving me nuts. Finally figured it out. Hey, I love pepperoni. There you go. Favorite wood to use? Mahogany. I love mahogany. Well, at least the ones I've had, the few boards I've had, it had no imperfections. It was dense wood, but not like killer hard. It just looks beautiful. It's kind of like a more dense version of OBS, MDF, medium density fiberboard. Just, like the particle stuff that's like the sawdust that makes fake wood that's horrible to work with, but it's a breeze. It's just a breeze to work with. Mahogany. Thank you for the clap, clap, clap. That's good to know. Excellent. Walnut for me, yes. Now I have walnut. My friend gave me, he sold me for $100. Huge. I must have had, 30 boards, about 4-foot boards of walnut, and I was using it. And then I got to realize why he had so many. They were all like the center piff, like they were all the crap boards. He used to. There was a manufacturer that made gun stocks, and they had a lot of cutoffs and a lot of stuff that they didn't want to use, and it was all of the wood that they didn't want. So, it wasn't like the premium wood with the grain standing straight up. It was all, but I do small crafts, so I kind of crop out what I want on the walnut and do it that way. Yeah, so hopefully, how's this image? My face isn't too red, is it? I've been trying to dial that in. Oddly enough, what I see on the screen is a lot lighter than what is actually broadcast. So I hope my skin looks like actual skin tones and not something like I have a sunburn. But I'm trying to oh, do you want to see me do an unboxing? I got this thing. This is now I turned off autofocus. It's a USB hub. So let's open it up, shall we? And I've decontaminated this in case it has any virus on it. All right, here we go. Another chat. Instructions. Throw those in the garbage. And this is it. So I've got, okay, I thought I had more. I have 3 USB 3.0, 2 camera cards, and HDMI. And this is the USB-C connector. And this thing has the dumbest name. It's called a FLEPO, FLEPOW. Oh, what mic am I using? I can answer that. This is the Haas PR40. Haas PR40. This is the best microphone that you can buy on the planet for spoken voice one actor. I have to clarify that. Like, this isn't the mic to put in the middle of a room when a band's playing. Haas PR40. Yeah, this one's prime. And I will get the link for you here. This is a large dynamic condenser microphone. It's polar pattern. Well, it's affiliate link. There you go. I just put the link in the blog. That's an affiliate link too. The polar pattern of this mic is right here. Or I don't know if polar, the pattern, the pickup is right here. So off axis, it just almost dies. All room noise is basically unheard unless it's right in front of this mic. It's magical almost. People have gone to conference halls where like a big, the CES, the Consumer Electronics Show, and they'll do podcasts with this mic with all that commotion and the TVs going off and people talking and screaming and bells. You can do it with this mic. So for human voices, especially male voices, this is the mic. Now you can buy microphones that are, okay, I'll get to that question. You can buy microphones that are more expensive because, this isn't a cheap microphone by any stretch. It is a luxury purchase. $329. It's an investment. It does not require phantom power. It is XLR, so you'll need an interface to take it from the XLR connector to USB. So there's a couple options. I have the $100. This is the Shure X2U. X as in X-ray, 2, and U as in uniform. The Shure X2U. But you can use a soundboard or something else like that. And then the cage, I got the shock mount, and then so all in, you're talking about $500. Next mic I am thinking of getting is the Neumann U87. Okay, let's take a look at that. Neumann U87. Holy cow. Yeah, like I said, there are more expensive microphones out there for sure, but it doesn't matter. Like this one is literally the best. You cannot get better than this mic. It's better than all of them. And I never use absolute terms, but I'm serious. There's not one single microphone that's better than this. Now, this microphone is very comparable. You see this all the time. The Shure SM7B. Joe Rogan uses this. A lot of big players. Peter McKinnon's podcast, the Pete and Maddie show. They use that is one notch below this mic. And it's more expensive, not much more. It's $50 more expensive. It came down $100. But I don't care. This is the best one ever. What MacBook Pro do you have? I have a 16-inch 2015 model. It's the mid 2015, 16 gigs of RAM. Graphics card, 1536 megabyte graphics card. But I guess you're wondering why did I get the USB-C? Well, that's because I have a modern one. I have another MacBook Pro that is the 2020 model, and I'll be switching that one out later. This is my full-time job gives me these machines. This one over here is mine. Like this is not anything. I'm like that's the personal one. Okay. I think I have answered all of the questions. Come back every day at 5:30 Eastern this month, and I'll be streaming, except Mondays. Mondays I'll only be streaming at my 7 p.m. All Things YouTube, or yeah, all Things YouTube show. The reason I would do that, because I have a recording studio. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this mic is a recording studio mic for sure. But yeah, I wonder what makes the one that you said, the Newman, I wonder what makes it so much more expensive. Bob Heil, that's the guy who invented this. He was an old ham radio guy, and he was so upset that the microphones were horrible on ham devices, ham radio devices, and so he built his own. And this is the culmination of his life's work. He got it perfect. So you'll see that a lot of big people use them. Tim Schmoyer from his I forget what his channel is. He does the YouTube consulting, the creators. He uses that. Leo Laporte. I'm a big Leo Laporte fan. He will only Leo Laporte was a radio personality all his life, and now he has a podcasting empire. Only uses this mic. Everyone uses that for recording vocals. Oh, okay. So when you say studio, do you need to capture more than just a single actor on a microphone? I think that's what you're saying. Then correct. There are different mics for this. Is not the end all. This is not the mic for every single situation. This is the mic for a single person speaking, or singing. One actor. That you wouldn't put this on the bass drum of a drum kit, the kick drum. This is not that mic. You wouldn't put this hanging from the roof to capture all of the sound inside. That's not that mic. Yeah. Okay. I think I'll wrap this up. I see a lot of YouTube channels uses that mic. Yep. It's very popular. Because of its quality. I mean, its quality speaks for itself, and it's very low key. This is not in your face. People don't advertise this. There's no affiliate marketing for that. The marketing is very minimal for this particular mic, and they're going off of the quality. They're going off of, they let the product speak for itself. So that's something. All right, I'm going to end it here. So come back. Thursday, I'll be doing this Thursday, and then I also do Brenda G's design show on Thursday. Studio Geek, you should come over to this. You have a lot of fun there. This other host of mine, Brenda Gibson, we're on her channel, Brenda G's Designs, and we have a show on Thursdays at 7 p.m. So do check that out. All right, I will leave it here. Take care, everyone.